am Shazam! I'm the genie of the lamp.
Alright, my nightgod people, we got to get to the bottom of this Mandela Effect once and for all, because it's got the entire internet at odds right now. The argument is surrounding this movie that millions swear they watched all the time as a kid. It's called Shazam, and it's where Sinbad plays a genie. It's going viral over multiple platforms as we speak, and the comment sections are lit. It seems that a large portion of the population knows it never existed, and they never watched it growing up, while the other half swears they watched it all the time, especially those born in the early 80s and the early 90s. People of that era swear this movie existed. I personally don't remember watching it, but millions of people swear they did. And there's even videos of people that are pulling the tapes out of safes to show people that it did exist. But the only thing is I never see anybody actually put the video in a VCR and start playing it and showing different scenes of the movie. The following clip is the only thing I could find. Now I want you to pay attention. I'm going to go through and point out all the Mandela effects in this one singular scene. There's at least 3 or 4 of them. They have the Curious George Mandela effect with his tail. They have Fruit Loops with the spelling of fruit. They even have an article from a newspaper that says Nelson Mandela dead. And no, it wasn't from the 2000s. It was saying when he died in prison. Now you gotta ask yourself, why would somebody do a scene with so many different Mandela effects? Are they trying to tell us something, or are they trying to mess with our minds? But before I continue, check out the scene. Let me know what you think. Alright, y'all, check out all the Mandela effects in this video.
Something real.
First one.
We can remember her by.
Here's George on his tail.
We have our memories. They're real. No one can take that from us.
Next one you see is the Berenstain Bears.
Can you imagine if Dad saw this mess?
Fruit Loops.
Bless you.
Okay, I got that backwards. Now Berenstain Bears. Then,
What
over
is
there,
that?
you'll see Mandela dead at the age of 68. He actually died in his 80s.
Whoa.
You even see the Monopoly board, but it had the spot where the monocle would be torn out. Now, it is alleged they did this as a skit because of all the hype that's surrounding the Mandela Effect. He does look older in this skit, but I'm not sure.
Y'all not Tina.
We'll get into what Sinbad says about it after this clip. Now, does anybody else find it somewhat odd that all those Mandela effects were in the same clip? But as you can see, somebody provided a copy, Shazam and the VHS. But if you go to Google or any type of search engine, it said the movie isn't actually real. I even went as far as to Snopes it, and they said it is also false, that it never existed. And Sinbad himself verifies this. In fact, he gets asked this question so much that he even gets frustrated by it. You can see it in his response. Here he is denying the claim.
Good Burger,
Check it out.
Take your order, and then you do damn Shazam, right?
No, it never happened. There's
Never
no Shazam.
happened.
Wait a minute, the movie was a bad.
No, everybody thinks Shazam is the Mandela effect. Everybody swears I did a movie called Shazam. Now think about this. How could I have done it? How could I have done it?
Sinbad.
They're getting it mixed up with Sinbad the Sailor, allegedly?
Turned into the Sinbad the Sailor.
But where does this scene come from?
No, man, it was a lot. Everyone thought it was Shazam. It started about 2008, 2000. I don't even know how it got started. I don't even know how it started. Then it got to a point. People remember the same scene. They only remember one scene. Me and 2 little kids. They don't remember no other part of the movie. And everybody says, I watched it as a kid. I said, okay, I'll even watch it. I would give 10,000. I put it online. I would give $10,000 to anybody to bring up the video.
10
Everybody got
bands.
fake boxes. They Photoshop boxes. Where's the tape in the box?
Photoshop boxes.
It's beyond that. It's beyond it because Mandela was in prison. You know, the Berenstain Bears, the Were Bears. There was never a Shazam. There was never a Genie movie. So this one has no basis on anything.
So in this next video, he gets pretty wild with it. Now, I'm not sure whether or not it's because he's frustrated about the question. He's been asked it so many times. He answers in this way, or maybe there's some truth to it because he answers in this way often. So maybe he was using drugs during the time of production and the movie was so bad that he's embarrassed about it. I'm not sure what I think. Watch this and let me know what you guys think.
I'm embarrassed.
All right, check it out.
People I never did Shazam, and people always walk up on me, and I'm just gonna tell you what happened. I didn't do Shazam. I'm not proud of it. When I did Shazam, I was doing a lot of I was staying in houses.
Not the
and
first
it
time he's
sound
made
from-
this claim.
I knew it was going to be a great movie because I have no genie skills. I think most movies, you have to bring something out of
But he
yourself.
gets
I've never been
sarcastic.
a genie or had magical powers. It was a learning process for me as I was doing this movie, just getting into the lamp. I took a lot of yoga, a lot of crystal oil to slide up into that lamp. So, I injured myself. I had a rotator cuff injury. But, I'm not crying. I'm not crying because I'm tough. For those who said, hey, you saw Shazam when I was growing up, yeah, you did.
Okay.
It did exist. It took a lot of government intervention to get those videos out of people's homes and out of the video stores. I'm lucky because I'm ex-military, ex-special forces. So we were able to do a lot of mind control stuff
Wild.
to get those videotapes away from people. There's 3 tapes left. There are 3 Shazam videos still out there we did not find. And if we find you, we're going to kill you. And I just want you to know that. I want you to be aware of that because I felt bad that you didn't know you're on a hit list. And I'm ashamed.
So those are some pretty outlandish things to say and pretty outlandish claims to make. Was he being sarcastic? I'm leaning towards yes, but if it was that bad of a movie, would he have incentive to go along with that it never existed? Maybe he wishes it never did. All I know is this is by far one of the wildest Mandela effects I've ever heard. This goes beyond any Mandela effect that exists out there, from the E in Bernstein to Curious George's tale. This was, did it exist or did it not exist? And I can't wait to see y'all blow up the comments and how many people are going to say that they watched this movie growing up. And then on the other side of the spectrum, there's going to be many that say it never existed. Now, a lot of people think that they're mixing it up with this movie, Kazam, with Shaquille O'Neal. Now, I did watch this movie growing up, and I watched it a lot. I really liked it. Looking back, cheesy as heck, but I enjoyed the film. So many believe that they're mixing Shaq and Sinbad up. They're thinking about the movie called Kazam. And he also does go, I am Kazam in the movie. That's like his main line as the genie. But in this movie, he literally comes out of a stereo. So crazy stuff. I'm curious what y'all have to say about it. And I want to do this small promotion. If anybody can record themselves actually taking Shazam, putting it in a VCR, and playing scenes from the movie, recording all of it and send it to me, I'll send you some cash. I want to get to the bottom of this once and for all. Does Shazam exist? I know this video is going to do well. It's been going viral lately. One of y'all, if it exists, have to have this movie and a VCR that they could play it in. Do me a favor, send it to my messenger, because that seems to be the easiest way to send actual video over the internet. Also, you could email me, nightgod87@protonmail.com. You can email short clips there as well. Like I said, the first one to do it successfully, I got some cash for you. And make sure you go up in the comments and tell me whether you've seen it, whether you think it existed or not. Appreciate you guys. This one was a doozy, one of the craziest Mandela effects yet. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay in the love, stay in the light, be kind to others. I am out.